Returned. Dante Johnson got evaluated for a head, got cleared, and he returned.
Did Debo also have an ankle?
It looked like it at the end, but I don't know yet.
Kyle, take us inside the locker room after this game. What was it like in there?
Oh, guys were going crazy. They were ecstatic. I mean, just that game, being in that game, the way it went, just those elements. That first drive, the way we started that out, it didn't seem like it was too hard for them with those elements. And after that first drive, but after that, the defense was unbelievable. And the way the special teams stepped it up, the block kick, the block punt for a touchdown, Robbie being 100% on those field goals. It was so big. And every time we felt like we almost got something going, whether it was a penalty, a couple drops, they rushed real well. We had a number of sacks. But the guys just to battle to the end and find a way to get a win in there. I couldn't be more proud of the guys.
Were there things you saw when you looked at them this week with Richard that gave you an opportunity that maybe they could take some more plays that you dropped?
Richard did a hell of a job. It was a big game. I know they've had some adversity here over the second half of the season, and we said it on Tuesday when we started. We thought our special teams had an advantage in this game, and we thought they had an opportunity to possibly win us the game. Be able to say that and to actually come to fruition, those guys pulled that off was huge for those guys and huge for our team.
It seemed like there were 21 guys that didn't know where the ball was initially in that point. Were you able to see it from your vantage?
Yeah, I think I saw it just like probably all you guys did, but you could tell the players, no one on the field could see it, and I was just hoping one of our guys was going to pick it up, and Huff did, and those elements, I was really hoping he was going to pick it up and return it, because I wasn't wanting to have to call plays to get in from there. So it was a hell of a job scoring and getting us to that point, and I think they went 3 and out with the defense stepping it up on that post down the field, which I think Huff broke that up too. Then to be able to go finish out with the running the ball down there, some big plays by Kittle. I think Juwan had one, if I remember correctly, Debo, Elijah, and then Robbie coming on and finishing it.
Kyle, your communication like with Jimmy on that final offense haven't been doing great all game. Did you say anything to him?
No. I wish I could say that I'd just say some magical words and that's what gets it done. But no, we've been grinding all game, and we got an opportunity there because the special teams and defense, and we wanted to work the clock. We wanted to make sure, worst case, we were going to go to overtime. We did not want to give it back to Aaron in that offense, and getting down to the last 3rd and 7 was huge. We needed about 5 more yards to go for the field goal in those conditions, and so it was a big dilemma on whether to run or pass, but we wanted to make sure the clock ran regardless. So we went with the run, and there must have been a clean hole, and Debo to bust through there and get us the first was huge.
How much on that play is just, let's get the ball in the next play? Is it simple as that?
Yeah, I think it was as simple as that a lot of times today. Just that the type of game it was, how it was going. It was, you guys saw Debo when he went back and kick return. He's got a chance every time, and the fact that he has that skill set makes it a lot easier to get him the ball.
What was his experience in the first half? It seemed almost like the first half of the year where you guys were sort of the reason that you were losing, shooting yourself in the foot. Did it feel like that? No,
I think it felt like, we didn't, we went down there. We had that bad turnover down there following that penalty, but I just think that was the challenge of playing in there. They did it on their first drive, and kind of saw the same thing from them the rest of the game too. So that's not an easy place to play in, especially those conditions. I thought we missed a couple ops. I thought we had a chance. I was so proud of George because that was a play that we worked on for a while, and he ran such a good route and was going to have a touchdown and just didn't finish with the catch. And then some of the plays he came and made later in the game, just the one-hander. I want to say we got 3 points out of that drive. I can't quite remember, but those guys just to keep coming at it and not to get discouraged because it was a one-score game for a long time, and we ended up getting a huge play on special teams, and our guys just never waver.
You guys have had a lot of adversity throughout the year. Did that come into play? Do you think that helped pay off down the stretch like this?
Yeah, I think our team's been through so many different situations this year that we just never – I feel like we never overreact to anything. We just keep playing football, and we got a bunch of guys on our team who I like to call true football players. They really enjoy it. They enjoy watching it. They enjoy practicing, and they love playing. And guys just, they don't get discouraged. They don't get frustrated at the other side of the ball. Guys just keep working and trying to have each other's backs, and we needed everyone today.
It's your job to be optimistic as a head coach when you go for it on 4th down late in the game and don't get it. What's running through your head? Are you thinking about, man, this is probably over? What's going through your head?
No, I was thinking that there's 6 minutes, and I hope we get the ball back and we get another chance. There was some decisions there I was thinking, if we kicked it, we were still going to need 4 points to come back, so we're going to have to score a touchdown regardless. So I was hoping we could get it there. It looked, I couldn't tell what happened, but they blew it up. It looked like we got cut off in the D gap, and the run didn't look like it had much of a chance. And I think they went 3 and out. No, the block punt was next, right? Yeah, and so that was our plan, and that was the best way to get a touchdown. And but very fortunate and happy to get this one.
Do you think this team almost even performs better under pressure?
I guess. I mean, our guys, we've been, since week 8. I think, when our backs were really against the wall, and you look at the second half of this year, I think our guys have come out and they play as hard as they can every week. And I think we've gotten better as the year has gone. And just some of the guys who were in and out today, guys were battling out there. I was watching guys hobbling around, still trying to go. I watched so many players work so hard to get back this week. We didn't think we were going to have Jordan Willis this week, and how hard he worked to get back and to come up with that. The block punt was so big. And guys like Trent, guys like Debo, guys like Dante Johnson coming back, our linebackers, what they've done to just get back and play with us this year. Having an Aziz and Greenlaw out there is huge, and we haven't got that much of the year, but it's just been good. I thought Jimmy battled. Some of the stuff, I know he had that bad pick, which was unfortunate. That wasn't a good play. But some of the plays Jimmy made in the first half, the throw to Kittle was going to be a touchdown, and Kittle missed that. One play later when we had they blitzed us, and for him to get it off to Juwan and give a chance, I thought Jimmy made some really good plays in this game. I don't think people understand what that's kind of like out there, but I was happy with everybody.
Obviously, your defense is great, but the fact that they were able to do that over the final 3.5 quarters to Aaron Rodgers and that offense, how do you explain that?
I think they've been doing it all year. I think our D is, their numbers have been there all year. I think we've gotten better as it goes, and we've had a lot of different guys do it. But our guys, sometimes they'll bend, but they don't seem to break. And that first drive, there was nothing really wrong. We just weren't doing that good. They never got to third down. They were executing very well. They broke a couple tackles, and I feel like our guys settled down a little bit, got used to the elements, and just tightened everything up. Nothing really changed. We just tightened everything up, and they did get some momentum at times, but it never resulted in points.
In terms of not getting discouraged, how much of that is coaching and how much of that is just the mentality of the guys on the team?
I think that's the mentality of guys on the team. You can't coach guys to not get discouraged. You try to get the right people. You try to work through stuff. You try to not overreact. You try to use everything as a teaching moment, and I think we've had a lot of those this year. And I always try to say that you don't want to label things good or bad, because you want to learn from some things that you think are bad that can make it good later. And right now that's looking pretty good, because some of the stuff we've went through this year that I don't ever want to happen, but I think that's kind of what's made us who we are, and I think that's why we're the team we are right now, and that's why we're still standing.
Three more. You couldn't put any weight. He limped, popped up off the field. You kind of address that. Do you have any kind of preliminary indication if that might be serious?
No. I was celebrating with him. He seemed all right. Yeah. No, we're gonna have to get some X-rays and stuff on him. And I saw him hobbling around the whole second half, so I'm not sure yet.
Talk about our defense playing well all year, but just these last 3 games have been pretty much playing like we have to keep playing. So what's D'Amico Ryan's doing different? Because second half, Rams against Matt Stafford high school offense scored 1 touchdown. Today, Aaron Rodgers 1 touchdown, nothing else. And then the Cowboys pretty much something like that. So I guess my question is, what's D'Amico Ryan's doing differently, just in preparation? Because something has to be. You guys are doing is not good.
He just started trying harder, working harder. He just kept sticking with it, man. Guys, we got some good players. D'Amico's an unbelievable coach. The whole staff is stuck together. They never stop working. Our guys never stop grinding. And it comes down to one game that could have gone either way. So that's why you always stay humble as a player, as a coach, and everyone in this profession. But D'Amico's been amazing all year, and so is our D. And you get better or worse. You never stay the same. And those guys have been getting better.
Were you able to single out anybody for a game ball?
Yeah, I gave one to Jordan Willis for that block punt. I think that's all I gave. I should have given a lot more, but I'll probably do that on the plane or something.
Just as far as the elements, we saw some drop passes earlier. Is that all part of that? Sure, cool.
I'd like to say no, but yeah, I'm glad that we're in a dome or in Tampa next week. I think the rest of our team is too. That's no joke. It was it was a challenge, and next time we ever have to do it, we'll be up for it. But yeah, that's different when that stuff happens.
Was the ski season affected?
What's that? Yeah, it was. I actually made sure I wasn't cold. So the hardest part was the locker room, sweating at halftime.
How great was it to have your baseball out there, even though it was Lago and it's technically Green Bay, but that even when Aaron Rodgers had the ball, there's a lot of music.
Oh, it's so awesome. Like the faithful they blow my mind everywhere we go. I mean, the coolest thing I ever saw was New Orleans in '19 when they took over Bourbon Street. What they did in in SoFi a few weeks ago. I mean, them in Dallas, seeing them up there in Lambeau. We got the best fans in the league, and they show it everywhere we go.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Make sure you subscribe.